Fernandez, that huge battle for the win, and it didn't work out for him at all. But it worked out very much for Vader Pitama. He didn't claim to have any kind of a plan. He said, I just went fast. I said, weren't you worried about being passed out of the slipstream? No, he said, I just went fast. Dropped to 13, but of course he still has a handsome lead in the championship, but it has been cut.
Let's have a rundown of the grid then. One more time here in Magellan, but Uriarte from Pitama and Daniel. Thompson leads row 2 from Danish and Gonzalez. Row 3's Karpushin, Mitani and Mounsey. Row 4, Ramastor, Tines, Morelli. Then we have Fernandez, Agostinelli and Pugliese, who managed to finish on the podium yesterday from the back of the grid after his penalty for race 1. Ramadipa, Brown and Van Kruten there on row 6, though missing Brown. Plonk, Singapong and Monanyane are row 7 with Pons Vimara.
You know, Hakim Danish and Brian Uriarte, they know, you know, what a mess it is if they end up with another sort of multi-17, 18 rider battle into the last lap. And I'm sure they are going to try and make a split for it. Not easy at all, but as we saw yesterday, the race pace wasn't as quick as qualifying. So in theory, some of them at least can go quicker. Let's see. We're ready for the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup Race 2 here at Mugello. The lights are out and away we go. Who makes a good start? Christian Daniel Jr. is tough. It is Brian Uriarte with the advantage.
Well then, through the chicanes they come. It is the 51 from the 7. You've also got Singapong back there, the number 85. He's up from 20th on the grid, Peter. Goodness gracious me.
Well, as I think, you know, it looks so far. And there's the 7. What a great move from Beñat Fernandez. Goes past Uriarte and into the lead. Absolutely wonderful mood going into the climbing right-handers of Arrabbiata 1 and 2.
Now, in first and third place now in this race, you got the 2 winners from the World Supersport 300. Confidence. Beñat up 12 places. Singapong in 5th, though, up 15 places. What a ride this is by the Thai rider.
Absolutely. You can see how close the whole grid still is as we go around, ready to complete lap 2.
What happened here? This was the move from Beñat Fernandez. Yep, there you go. Just hung it out wide, extra throttle and switched it straight through up the inside to the right-hander.
Brilliant stuff. That's 180 kilometres an hour, 112 miles an hour there as that move uphill. The 51 to complete lap 2.
Down the straight they come then, weaving from one side of the track to the left and trying to keep it fairly sensible as Thompson and Singapong both switch to the inside line, nearly on the grass as they now come across the Tricolore. They're going to fan out as they come towards San Donato. Who is going to be the last of the late breakers? You've got the number 4 of Sullivan Mounsey in there too. Zen Mitani, the 34, but no, it looks to be Hakim Danish who's got the inside line. Mounsey there on the inside. He can have all the grip he possibly can from those tyres. Mounsey, the number 4, up to 4, but momentarily only as Singapong takes it straight back from him.
And I didn't see who it was who went way right at the back. Somebody dropped way back, but it is the 50 of
proper sandwich job that was. Gets pushed back to 7th place, so in the lead we now have Uriarte from Danish. It's as you were with us championship leaders.
Right, and Mitani went from 2nd back to 9th.
Wow, there you go. That's what can happen. That is why it's messy. But as we saw yesterday, when it gets to crunch time, the key is to just go for it.
Yeah, Beñat Fernandez is going for it up the inside there. The number 7, you're looking back at the number 7, Beñat Fernandez. If you're on board with Uriarte.
In that final sector, along with Christian Daniel Jr. and Beñat Fernandez, will the riders behind them actually catch up to them by the time we reach turn 1? Or is Uriarte going to try and pull the pin? Let's look at their lap times. A 2:02 flat from Uriarte. And then he's quite comfortable with it moving around underneath him, although that was a bit much. You got Yaroslav Karpushin behind yesterday's race winner, Vader Pitama. This is what happened all into turn 1. Look at it, just get a bit... I mean, it was Pitama who just dove up the inside of everybody.
That's tight, isn't it?
That is very tight. Still managed to get it turned. I think he used Christian Daniel as a bit of a berm. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
hit his elbow.
Bit of rubber on leg, rubber on leg,
wow.
Definitely there. The old Alpine Stars getting a bit of...
The rider that really lost out last time around was Carter Thompson, who's, I think he's hit somebody or had a problem because he's entered the pits now, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a disaster. We have so few technical issues with these motorcycles. The Rookies Cup technical crew and the KTM guys just keep these things rolling absolutely superbly.
He started on the grid. He would dearly love to come away with the win. He feels so good this weekend, as we saw in the pre-show yesterday, but the problem is 16 other odd riders trying to do exactly the same thing.
And as we discussed yesterday, nobody, showing any kind of advantage. They're still not lapping quite as quick as they did in qualifying. So in theory, they can go quicker, but absolutely impossible so far for anyone to break away. It's a photo finish for sure.
Was it Indonesia? Was it Malaysia? It says it's Pratama, but we don't know.
0.011.
But what we do know is Beñat Fernandez was third.
And Uriarte fifth, Morelli fourth. Dear, dear, dear. Mounsey 10th. He doesn't deserve 10th, does he?
No,
he
doesn't.
rode absolutely. So, but mind you, so did the rest.
Gosh, he's done it again like that. I mean, the thing is, and there's like, how many riders were at the line there? So 18 riders were in that leading group. To outfox them all is so impressive, isn't it? Yeah. There's always chance down to it, some degree of luck and things like that, but when he's done it twice in a row,
yeah,
how much was it luck and how much was it craft?
Yeah, and I think Hakim will be, reasonably happy with that. Okay, he didn't win it, but he was frustrated with things yesterday. He said he felt good on the bike, and he's
going to be front runners in Moto 3. You can see him going up towards Moto 2. It's absolutely cracking. But right now, Veda Pratama's just won his second Rookies Cup race. He's down with Dominica.
Veda, what an incredible race and performance. Tell us, how happy are you at the moment?
Yes, thank you very much. Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And yeah, I'm very happy because I can double winner this week. It's a perfect weekend for me because yeah, I don't know, I cannot say more, just I'm really happy. And yesterday was so good, the race, and today also good. I'm really happy, and I just cut my mustache. It's more aero.
You had a bet, and when you win, you will shave your mustache.
Yesterday, and I shaved my mustache, and now
looks good, so congratulations.
Thank you. And I want to say thanks to my team, Astronaut Racing team, thanks to all my sponsors, thanks to my family, my father, my mother, my sister, my friend, and thanks to Pak Agung, thanks to Guillermo, thanks to Pak Anggono, all, and also especially all sponsor and especially Indonesian fans. Thank you so much for thank you for support me always. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, Indonesian social media went wild in at least.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but look at this.
Lucky for him, he can actually grow some facial hair. I can't yet. So. Yeah, what a race that was. What more is there to say? I mean, this is what Rookies Cup is all about, isn't it? Riders from all over the world getting this kind of opportunity on the big Grand Prix stage, and it's Indonesia that's come out on top this time around. Malaysia second. I mean, yeah.
Really, that's right.
Good.
You look down at Indonesia, Malaysia, Spain, Argentina, Spain, Kyrgyzstan, Spain, Indonesia, United States, Great Britain, Austria, Japan, Venezuela, Vietnam, Thailand, Switzerland.
Crazy, eh? So then, here we go. These are the results from the race then. Pratama, Dinesh, Fernandez. Then it was Morelli, Uriarte and Karpushin. David Gonzalez, Kiandra Ramadipa, the other Indonesian rider. I mean, 7/10 off the win. That's extremely impressive as well. Championship then. Well then, we have Dinesh out front, 32 points now the gap, so an extended lead over Uriarte. Veda Pratama back in to third position, 56 points adrift, quite far that now, but never say never. Beñat Fernandez fourth, Gonzalez fifth, Morelli up into sixth then now, and then Van Stoffel just behind him. Pugliese, Thompson are your top 9 in his back garden.
That's right, but it's a lovely little village, a very old town there with some little sort of castle in the middle of it, wonderful little cafes, absolutely brilliant.
Now for the second time, the Indonesian national anthem, everybody!
So that's it. 2 wonderful races here at Mugello. We'll reconvene in 3 weeks' time for races 9 and 10 of the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup for 2025. That's at the Sachsenring. We've not been there for the last 2 seasons, but until